Quick warning before this video starts. I want to say that there is video of the shooting, so if this can trigger you or cause you to have problems with the video, then yeah, you might want to stop now. Now, I know this is YouTube, you want people's opinions, yada yada yada, but instead of giving you my opinion, I want to ask you a valid question, and I want to hear your answer on this. Do you believe that this was a valid shooting? You're going to see the video, you're going to see dash cam, you're going to see a very small amount of the officer's body cam. The NBC News clip that I got this from, I wanted to have that. Yes, some of it gets a little emotional because it has a mother talking, but here's my take. Here is someone who probably should have gone to jail for drug possession, DUI, but you see everything. This video that has been out, yes, probably edited some, but honestly, I think it gives you a clear understanding of the situation, and you are given information as to the mindset probabilities of the person. Timothy Michael Randall, sorry, on what occurred. So let's get to the video.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
Good evening.
I heard the officer say, "Good evening, sir." Michael said, "Good evening, sir," back, and he told me he loved me, and he hung up the phone.
Wendy Tippett was on the phone with her 29-year-old son, Timothy Michael Randall, when a sheriff's deputy pulled him over. It was late at night in rural Rusk County, Texas.
The reason I pulled you over is you blew that stop sign back there.
No, I didn't. I came to a complete stop with that stop sign.
Sergeant Shane Iverson spotted an open container, according to police.
Step out of the vehicle for me.
The confrontation escalated
Right there real quick.
fast.
You got anything on you? You should.
Can you just tell me, officer, please, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for? Please, please. Officer, please.
Get out.
Sergeant Iverson, a former Green Beret who served multiple tours overseas, fired one shot. Randall ran off. But when Sergeant Iverson found him moments later,
Dude, you okay?
he was collapsed on the ground. The deputy calling it in.
I need an ambulance. Call everybody. I've got a shooting.
After driving his patrol vehicle over and administering first aid.
Come on, stay with me, buddy.
Then on a phone call, 13 minutes after firing that shot.
4125. I need everybody.
I know what happened.
I just smoked a dude.
Meanwhile, Tippett did not hear back from her son, so she went looking for him.
I couldn't make myself go up there. Sorry. I knew something was bad. I'm calling mother's intuition, I don't know. I just knew it was bad. And then the ambulance and the fire trucks got there, and nobody was in a big hurry. He told me to go home and be with my family. And I said, my family's just laying in the road.
You realized he was dead?
Yeah.
According to the autopsy, the bullet hit Randall in the right upper chest and then pierced his heart, killing him in minutes. Tippett was desperate to know what happened.
I was told nothing.
You were told nothing?
Nothing. I couldn't
asking?
even get a police report.
From the moment Sergeant Iverson approached the car to the moment he fired his gun is just over a minute. There's body cam, there's dash cam. Randall's mother asked repeatedly to see it and was told no. It would take nearly 2 years and a lawsuit before they were released. What the sheriff department video reveals, the wrestling to the ground, Randall standing back up, and the gunfire, still disputed today. Authorities told Tippett her 29-year-old son, who was unarmed, ran toward Sergeant Iverson.
I didn't see any evidence of that in the video. The only person that was attacking anybody was Sergeant Iverson.
Oftentimes, dash cam doesn't get anything outside of the purview of the frame of the camera, but this caught it all.
Joe Oxman, a civil rights attorney, represents Tippett in a lawsuit she has filed against Sergeant Iverson.
This, I think, is, if not the worst police shooting ever in U.S. history, it's definitely one of the worst.
You got anything on you? You shouldn't keep your hands out of your pocket.
Sergeant Iverson says it was self-defense.
I saw him reaching into his waistband, which at that point in time turned this into a dangerous situation.
Randall had both methamphetamines and marijuana in his system, according to the toxicology report. Police say there was a drug pipe in his pants pocket.
Felt that object and believed it was a weapon.
A gun like this one, according to Iverson's attorney, Robert Davis.
So that officer in that split second has to make a decision about whether or not that officer is going to lose his life.
Davis says Randall was desperate because he had already served prison time for drug possession and didn't want to be arrested again. When I watched the video, it looked like Randall was running away.
That's not how I see it, and part of that is because I've done this a lot. You can see his feet, and his feet are pointed right toward the deputy.
But he's got his hands up with no weapon.
Well, it's not like he's saying, whoa, I surrender, because he's not doing that, obviously.
Sergeant Iverson has since retired from the sheriff's department. A grand jury determined he should not be charged with a crime. But when his defense attorney tried to get the civil lawsuit thrown out, a magistrate judge disagreed. Writing in his decision, a reasonable juror could conclude that defendant Iverson's actions were objectively unreasonable.
The sheriff, if he would have just come to me and said, you know, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry.
But instead, Tippett says she's been stonewalled by local authorities for 2 years. And now she wants accountability.
My son's life mattered. Mattered to me, mattered to his brother, mattered to his family, and so many friends. He did not deserve to be shot. He should still be here with me.
Stephanie Goss joins us now. So, Stephanie, you have 2 years before the family gets that video. Have officials said why it took so long?
Well, they haven't given them any answers. In fact, when I spoke to the mother, and you can see how upset she is, one of her greatest frustrations is that she feels like she's not getting the answers to her questions. The only reason she saw this video, Tom, is because they filed their lawsuit and it came out in discovery. Otherwise, she would not have seen it. She would only have the characterization that was given to her of what happened that night. And that is part of the problem here. She wants to shine a light on what happened to her son, and she doesn't think that law enforcement in the area is taking it as seriously as they should.
Stephanie Goss with that incredibly compelling report tonight. Stephanie, we thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
You heard everything. You've seen everything. What do you think? Seriously, what do you think? Do you think this was a valid police shooting? Do you think that the lawsuit should go forward? Do you think that the lawsuit will be a winner for the family of Timothy Michael Randall? I want you to look at everything and consider that. This is what jurors have to see. This is what internal affairs has to see. You probably do have all the information that was given to them, plus a little extra. Now, I have my opinions, but I'm not going to go into them because honestly, you should take a look at this and state your own opinion. We have so many instances of this occurring in this country, and you keep hearing different sides. And people need to start forming their own opinions. Now, I've got an idea of the different types of views from different types of people, but this is, we need to start critically thinking for ourselves by viewing the information. I'm hoping that you went into this with an open mind. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.